Hello guys, welcome to the Friday forecast. So let's take a look at what the market has been doing. There were many moves and I did make one trade, but it was a loss. So yeah, what you gonna do? Here is the euro and US dollar. So right here we saw a nice large trend to the downside, really volatile, really strong trend. And at this point I was looking to enter a trade right here. This was looking very good to me, so I would have taken probably a flag or some sort of a corrective structure to the entry point. Entry point would be the most recent low, of course. But what actually happened, so we got just a straight retrace. I didn't have my order right here because it was too much of a retrace, too volatile for me. And then price started to move to the upside and created this V. At this point I was seeing if we can get a range and a continuation of the second V leg, then a trade to the upside. But actually what we got, so we broke the high retraced and then we broke the low, got an okay close but not enough for me to look for a reversal. So I was not looking for a short trade right here. Why, you might ask? Well, because first this started to be range bound price action because we broke the low, retraced with a V, broke the high retrace, broke the high retrace, and when we have a descending into an ascending, it usually signals to us a range. And this close was definitely not enough to look for a short trade. If someone did take it, they would be tagged in with this candle and would now maybe be in some profit. But currently on the euro, I'm actually expecting that range to play out because we got the V, and I'm still looking if we can continue to the upside and get a trade, because I'm still looking for this V to play out. We will see. We can get a descending from here, and if we then get a large impulse reversal to the upside, I would look for a long trade. Or if we get a large push down, then I would look for a flag. Same thing to the upside, if we get a large impulse, I would look for a flag long. Or if we get an ascending structure, I would look for a V reversal, not a V reversal, but a reversal, and then a flag to actually go short. And yeah, that is what I'm looking at. Or we can get maybe a trend, very high probability to continue with the trend, something like this. But as I said, currently seeing a V, seeing a range, waiting for the price to push to the upside, and didn't take any trades right here. So now for the euro and the Japanese yen, there was a trade that many of the people in the community took, which was right here, this short trade. Let me draw it right here. But for me it was too volatile for the price to just reverse to the upside and take me in, so didn't fit my personal plan. But it was a very nice trade, and it would have banked a lot of percentage. You would have moved your stops to this point, and then you would be tagged out for a really nice percentage. So what is happening currently on EJ? Well, we had an impulse down, created a huge wick, broke the low, double wicks, broke the high, double wicks. So guess what? We have another V reversal and we have a range. So I'm looking at an impulse to the upside and then another impulse up. What I'm also seeing, there was an opportunity to enter on a trade right here on this flag, but it didn't fit my plan at all. I mean, it's just a really crappy price action prior. We just broke the high, created double wicks. This flag doesn't look good, so to me it didn't fit my plan at all. And maybe some people are looking at a descending structure to the entry point, which would be right here, this inside bar, but for me it doesn't fit my plan at all. I'm just seeing a break of the low retrace, break of the high retrace, and look at these wicks. Double wicks here, double wicks here. So what I'm expecting, as I said, I'm expecting a range and then impulse up. Or I would like to see an impulse up straight from here, signaling a trend. Now we have an impulse, pull back another impulse. That is a trend to me. Or what we can get, impulse down and then a flag to go short. We can start to have an ascending, nice clean ascending structure. Reversal down, look for a short trade. Or a nice clean descending structure. Impulse to the upside and look for a long trade. So that's it for EJ. For the Aussie pairs, this one is really interesting. This is the Aussie and US dollar, and I was in a short trade. So what was I seeing at this point? Well, I was seeing a heavy downtrend, really nice downtrend. Then we created an absolutely huge wick, but continued with the momentum, broke the low, retraced, but broke the low and got a clean close. So I didn't count this as a descending structure, I actually counted this as a really heavy trending price action. And I know that the Aussie and the US dollar also trends correctively. So this to me was a textbook 100% would take trade, and it fit my plan 100%. I really liked it. I really saw some large momentum behind this move. So I placed a pending short order 2 pips below the entry level, as always. And what is interesting, so on my private account I did get tagged in, but on the FTMO account I didn't get tagged in. So this was a 1% loss only on the private account, which is a little bit better, but it could have been the other way, that it was a major win on only the private account. So what happened then? Well, I got tagged in just by 1 pip, I think. Then price continued. Right here I was in profit a lot of percentage. And then, well, what happened? Price reversed straight to the upside. I didn't get a chance to reduce my risk, and it took me out for a full 1% loss. So this can happen. This often happens in the markets. It's just a part of the game. There was no counter trend move for me to reduce my risk, but it is what happens. Then we got this V reversal, and what happened then? We got a small range right here, and then we continue to the upside. So this is that pattern that I'm always talking about, where we get a V, we get a range, and we continue in the direction of the second V leg. We got this momentum up, but then we broke the high, retraced. Broke the high. This candle was definitely not enough for me to enter. This was not enough of a close. It left a wick. The momentum prior was not enough for me to be looking for any long trades after this candle formed. The only time I would take something like this, where it just breaks and closes above, is if we get like a huge impulse and then this small pullback. That is the only time that I would take this sort of candle on the Aussie and US dollar. But when looking at this, just not enough. So I didn't place a long order. Then price reversed to the downside, just closed below the most recent low, not looking for a reversal, and then retraced. So currently what I'm expecting a range. Why, you might ask? Well, we broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced. So this is what I am expecting actually on this pair. And what I would really like to see is a nice clean ascending structure, reversal down and look for a short trade, or a nice clean descending structure, reversal up, look for a long trade. The thing to keep in mind, it's Friday, and after 5 o'clock after 5 o'clock London time, I'm not trading, I'm not placing any trades. So I don't think I will be taking any more trades today. Maybe on Monday and Tuesday we get some nice opportunities. I would look for an impulse up, a flag, impulse down, a flag. So that is it, what I'm looking for right here. And now let's take a look at the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So this one, I didn't take any trades on this one. What happened in the prior price action, we got a nice large heavy trend down, but left an absolutely huge wick after seeing that I was not looking for any trades. Then we broke the low, retraced, signaling to us that we have a descending structure right here. Then we reversed to the upside with some really nice momentum, and I think there was an opportunity to enter on a flag. Let me just check that out. And let me see if I would be stopped out. Oh yeah, I would be stopped out. Let me check. Yep. So this was a flag actually. So we got the usual pattern, descending structure, reversal, flag. This was a nice reversal, nice impulse. It left a wick above, so I was looking for more of a range for me personally, and then a flag. And this was just a quick flag. There was a counter trend move here. Yep. This would be our entry candle. So after we form a flag, the first bullish candle is the entry candle. And well, you can just see it looks like shit. You can see the wicks, these wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside, huge indecision. Just a quick flag, no range. I want to see a range because of the wick, as I said. And the entry candle would be here, and for me personally, the next one would stop me out because the market is currently very volatile, I have to say. So this didn't look good, didn't fit my plan. I stayed out of this one. What happened then? Well, we broke the high, retraced, and now we are stuck. No, actually we broke the high and retraced again. Let me move my lines. Moving the lines right here. Yep, let's get it. Now we are forming another ascending. Not another ascending, but more of an ascending, since we broke the high, retraced, broke the high, retraced, broke the high, retraced. What I would like to see is a nice reversal down and then a flag, or also any type of continuation pattern, like a bullet to the entry point. That's just a break and retest to this inside bar. Or I would like to see more of an ascending structure, and then same thing, reversal down and a continuation pattern. Or maybe we get a large impulse to the upside, then a flag to go long. I would also look if we get a descending structure, impulse up, and then an opportunity to enter. Or we can just stay ranging in this area. Why? Well, because it's the end of Friday. That's the first reason. And on Mondays and Tuesdays, the market is predominantly range bound. So that is it for the forecast. We're getting some nice moves. This war between Russia and Ukraine is really pushing the market. So let's see if we can get some nice trends. And then, of course, we will be looking for some entries. For the past couple of months, I would say we have been mostly range bound. So we didn't have a lot of opportunities. And let's see if now the market will give us some nice trends so that we can bank some nice percentages. So that's it for the forecast, and I will see you guys in the Monday forecast again.